I love 5 Points. I've grown up in this neighborhood. My family has had Welton Street Cafe for 21 years. You know, I'm very committed to the neighborhood, very committed to my family's business, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
5 Points has always been like this is my first love. We shed blood, sweat, and tears on these streets to make it a better place, along with a lot of other folks.
I grew up in this neighborhood, so this has always been, you know, a part of my life, a part of growing up, and I learned the history. So many things that were important to Denver happened here, from the music to the culture and the curation of ideas and expression has come out of some of these structures, but also the neighborhood specifically.
5 Points is the black renaissance of Denver in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Unfortunately, it was redlined, and African Americans and Latinos could not live outside of that neighborhood. And so what did they do? They made one of the coolest neighborhoods in the city. They made it such an incredible environment that it attracted black artists from all over the United States.
Due to the fact that a lot of musicians had to suffer a lot of indignities to get here because of the lack of public accommodations, this became the mecca of musicians.
Jazz was one of the important kinds of music here.
Lena Horne and Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, all were there.
I have to tell you, I was a kid. When we came down to 5 Points, it was like walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
We had the nightclubs, beauty parlors, all of the infrastructural services were contained right here.
Doctors, dentists, entertainment, you had a casino, and then you had the Rossonian.
This space is very, you know, it's kind of the crown jewel of 5 Points. So this was a place that people wanted to be, wanted to come, wanted to experience. And so it was really engaging, whether it was the food, whether it was the music, but also the feeling.
Since I'm a native and have grown up here, I see what was there and what's not there. It misses the warmth and it misses the community that used to have that feel here.
You know, unfortunately in the 60s, 70s, kind of through probably the 90s, it went through some challenging times. You know, our goal now is to see that come back alive, but do it in a way that it's still black owned and brings back that energy that was here in the 20s, 30s, 40s.
I would like to see in 5 Points for not just black businesses to survive, I want them to thrive. We need to have resources and services available for us to make sure these businesses sustain.
For us, it's really been about listening. You know, every step of the way, from our projects to what we were doing at the 5 Points Business District to now what we're doing at the 5 Points Business Improvement District, is to make sure it's of the community and by the community, and something that, again, brings back the energy to the corridor.
For us is to take that history and bring it into the present, and then also launch it into the future, because we want people to not just talk about the history like a museum, but that we want them to experience that today.
I would love to see more visuals, paintings, portraits, statues along the corridor attached with biographies so that we can learn about, oh, who's this person?
I think about, you know, being in Austin and seeing their music venues, but I think about having this on Welton, but it being led by an African-American community, and everyone is enjoying it.
It's not too far gone. We still have our elders that I know that we rely on, and they know what 5 Points was, and they can help direct us to a greater 5 Points, so that we can continue to have something for the generations to come. That's the urgency.
For so many times, for so many years, for so many decades, someone said, don't go to 5 Points because of this. 5 Points is that. That same intentionality, we have to now shift it to say, we have to invest in neighborhoods like this.
I do truly think we're on the cusp of being able to fulfill this vision.
The collaboration creates a unified voice of, hey, here's a treasure, rather than a place that was in disrepair. I think the big thing is we're doing it right with the right intent. The consideration of investing, you're investing in more than just the story, you're investing in the history, and you're investing in the present, and a future that will have a lasting, resounding effect on the city of Denver and this great community.